Thank you, Paul. We've been following this story all day in Berrien County. Events at all Lake Michigan College campuses have been canceled tonight. School officials say a security threat forced them to evacuate all their campuses and cancel classes today. WSBT's Denise Bohn broke this story for us on WSBT News at midday. She's at the update desk. And Denise, police made contact with the man who was behind this potential threat. So what did they find out?
Cindy, police say they learned school officials fired the man on Thursday and that he made some upsetting remarks to another person. And after detectives spent about an hour talking to the man, though, they determined that no specific credible threat was made. Now, the parking lot at LMC's Bertrand Crossing campus in Niles was empty this afternoon besides just one security vehicle with a guard inside. Just before noon, school officials evacuated students at 4 of their campuses throughout Southwest Michigan. This is the end of the semester for students, with finals starting today, running next week. Now, police say a third party notified the school that a maintenance man who was fired on Thursday from the Benton Township location may have made some disturbing remarks. That information caused administrators to make the call to close. State police interviewed the former employee this afternoon. No arrests were made, and police determined that no credible threat was made either. Students who were at school at the time say they still feel the school made the right decision by shutting down.
I think it was a good idea because you never know, like, he could have just been blowing off steam, but he could have then thought something else and then just decided to make, I don't know, go and shoot up the school or something. So it was good that they took a precautionary.
I'm not going to use the exact words that he used, but it was someone who was upset, and he just made some threats that were general in nature and not specific towards any one person.
We just received a statement from Lake Michigan College that all campus locations will reopen tomorrow. Now, Cindy, the college is defending its decision to actually make the decision to close all the campuses, even though police hadn't really started their investigation yet. And they say that's because LMC officials based it on the fact the employee's behavior during termination. He acted kind of strangely. And also that several people came forward and said that he had made potential threats, and so they were worried about potential violence. And so they just said the college needed to take that precautionary step to protect students and staff.
Well, given the atmosphere in the country these days with the shootings around the country, it was probably very smart of them to do that, but it was scary for the students.
It was. Some of the students I talked to said they were very nervous and scared. They didn't know what was going to happen, especially those at the Benton Township campus, because finals started. It was packed. And so one of the girls I talked to said leaving was just crazy because the lines were long. It was slow moving getting out of there. But fortunately, no incident, no arrests. Hopefully things will remain quiet this weekend.
Good. A good ending.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Denise.